Now, for those who are just joining in, the agenda was as follows. We had a welcome presentation. We had the live video to declare Digiconi to the world. And now we are going over to the live demo of Digiconi. So before we go over to the website, you might be asking, why Digiconi, right? Why should I sell my products, or why should I buy my products through Digiconi, or why should I commit myself to Digiconi, right? So as my colleague mentioned in the video, it was all about quality, right? And I keep mentioning quality as well. So we have quality brands, and you can be assured that these are going to be, we are not going to be having any other low quality brands. So high quality brands, high quality products. Unaweza sema ni kama Adidas ama Nike kitchenware, sio? So another thing is that we have competitive prices. The prices are going to be very much incentivized, and we're going to be having several promos as we go on, and offers as well are going to be coming up. So you can be assured that we are going to be having full support towards you as our reseller. Okay. Two other exciting things I'm going to mention is that we are availing free delivery to your premises. Okay. Whatever items you get are going to be delivered to you at no extra delivery charge, and it's just going to be the price of the item which you see. Okay. One other thing which you're going to be getting is promotional material to market those items. So remember, once you become a cohort or a part of Digiconi or a reseller of Digiconi, you get to market our items as well, and so as to grow this brand, right? So we have the item brands, but we're going to be growing the Digiconi brand as a whole. So let's go over to the live demo of the website. In case, again, you have any burning questions so far, and as I go over the demo, you can always drop them in the Q&A section of Zoom, and we're going to be responding to you at the end of this webinar. So let's go ahead to the live demo. Okay, great. So for you to go or access Digiconi's website, you have to type here digiconi.com. Okay, very simple, and click on enter in your browser. Okay, remember, you can do the same if you have a mobile device. It doesn't matter unless you have a browser. The Digiconi website is going to be accessible to you. All the features are going to be accessible to you via the browser of any device you use, okay, or you access. So the moment you access digiconi.com, you can see we have a homepage here. We have several brands. We have Luminac. I mentioned the quality of Pyrex as well. Luminac, by the way, just a small fact before we go on, has a special quality laboratory at the premises. Okay, so at the Luminac factory, they have a special quality lab where they undergo several quality and breakage tests. So you can be sure that the final item which reaches you is safe from breakages, frequent breakages, it's durable, it's resistant to water, and several other qualities which you're going to be experiencing once you buy our items, right? So these are the several brands which we're offering. As you go on, you can see the story which so far Digiconi is carrying forward, and as we already have some people who are currently accessing our brands and are able to use our items, right? And again, very simple homepage. We have some special selection section over here, and the section for our latest items are going to be appearing over here. So the moment we have something new in the market, something new to provide for you guys, you're going to be seeing it appear in this section. Okay. Now, one thing you might be noticing right now is that you're not seeing any prices, right? As you can see, you have to sign up to view the prices. Okay. But remember, if you haven't signed up yet, you can still view the items, view the quality images which you have, and which say a lot about our products and the various and fashionable designs that we have, right? You can see we have some very localized designs. We have some very trendy items which probably you might not find anywhere else, right? And we can assure you, yes, they are very original items. Okay. And once you have an item which is going to be on sale, you can see we have a sale icon as well, right? The privacy policy of the entire gist of Digiconi is right here on this link, as well as our terms and conditions. Now, for whoever has attended this webinar, sure that your details have been received, and you might have received the reseller's agreement. Okay, so upon receiving the reseller's agreement, you are required to submit it back after signing it, having carefully read through it. Yes, we don't want you to commit yourself fully without reading that. Please read that carefully, and you can submit the reseller's agreement. And once you submit the reseller's agreement, we are going to be sending you credentials to log in. Okay, so I'm going to go over directly to login. To log in, you have to click on this icon over here. Okay, so let's click this icon, and you can see we have a very simple. So input your details here. So the username which you're going to receive, you're going to be inputting it over here. So I'm going to select mine, right? And the password I'm going to put. Now you're going to be getting an automated password in your email. What we require you to do is kindly change your password the moment you receive it to enhance security for your own account. Okay, so make sure the moment you receive your credentials, you come into the website and click on forgot password and change it. Okay, so I'm going to, without wasting much time, I'm going to go ahead and directly log in and get into our website. There you go, it's in. Okay, so the moment you log into the account, okay, the moment you log into your account, the first page which appears to you is your account dashboard. Okay, so you can see it's very simple. It tells you what orders you've made, all the list of the orders you've made, the conversations which you've had. These are conversations which you've had between the technical team of Digiconi and yourself. Okay, so whatever help you might need, or whatever communication which you might be having, is going to be appearing here. Remember, we are accessible all over our social media pages. These links over here are very much accessible, and you can always communicate to us at an email at hello@digiconi, as well as call us on the number provided. Okay, so the next thing, we have a purchase list over here as well. So let's say you have a wish list on our website, right, from the items which you wish to buy at a later date. So you can create a purchase list right here. So what you do is simply click new list, and you can click search for the items, and they can appear over here. And you can even keep track of the prices. So we can term it as a quotation, as a personal quotation for Digiconi. Okay, now without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into our shop so that we can start buying here. So let's go ahead to the shop. So the moment you click the shop icon, the shop link over here, you can see we have so many items available. You can see once I logged in, the prices have appeared as well. And for those items which have stock, which have ample stock, you'll see the add to cart button. For those whose stocks have not been updated, there's going to be a read more button. Okay, so keep note of that and keep checking the stocks available on the website. The stocks are always going to be accurate as we are going to be publishing them. Okay, so you can see, in order to access our various brands, you have them available at the left of your screen. So I'm just going to click one brand like Bon Appetit, and voila, you can see all the items appearing in the Bon Appetit brand. Okay, so you can see we have very fashionable and design brands, well-designed items, very trendy looking, very aesthetic. We have several items. So I'm just going to pick an item and add it to our cart. Okay, so I'm going to select an item, open it, and I'm going to add it to our cart. Okay, so for now I've added one item and one piece of this because I'd like to show you something very interesting. Okay, so let's say you have selected this item and this is all you want to buy, and you want to check out, right? So you go over to the view cart. Now, how do you do that? you click on this button right here and view the cart. Okay, now on this screen, the first thing you see is, look, you have a very much clear prompt here. It says your current order total is 120 shillings. So this applies to the agreement which you sign, which says that the minimum order value which you can buy from Digiconi is going to be 20,000 shillings. Okay, Digiconi will not allow you to purchase anything less than that. So make sure your purchase is worth 20,000 shillings. Okay, so this was a very interesting test which I wanted to display to you. For now, I'm just gonna remove this so that I can show you how to remove the items from your cart. So you just simply click on this icon right here. Okay. So it's going to load for a bit, but once it's done, the items are going to be removed from your cart. And you can go on and browse through other items, browse through a wide variety of selection so that you can add other items as well. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the shop icon, to shop. Okay, so let's pick an item again and add it to our cart. Okay, so let's say, I'm going to pick the cheese set top lid, and as well as I'm going to pick, let's see, I'm going to pick one item which is our APS cutting board. Okay, let's add another item. Okay, so once I've added this, I go ahead, view my cart. You can see it's still not yet reached $12. Let me pick one very much expensive item and add it to my cart right away. Okay, now aside from the minimum order value which we have, okay, we also have a minimum order quantity. Okay, and let me show you how that works. Right, so I'm going to select an item which has a minimum order quantity, which is very much visible. So let me search for an item. By the way, you can even search for the items you need on this section over here. Okay, so I'm going to click search. Okay, and let's see, let me add the new morning mug to my cart. Okay, so I'm going to click this. Okay, and this. So you can see this item, as you can see over here, comes in a set of 6 pieces. Okay, so whenever you're going to be buying the item, you're always going to be buying one set. You can't buy less than a set. Okay, and for that, in case you want to increase the quantity, you can see it's going to increase to 2, 3. It's going to be increasing by 1 set. So when you buy this item, you get a set of 6 pieces. Okay, there are some items which are available in a piece packing as well, which I'm going to show you as well. Let me search for a plate. Yes, great. So you can see this item comes in a carton of 24 pieces. So whenever you buy this item, okay, you're always going to be buying it in like cartons of 24 pieces each. Okay, so let's say this is the first item you bought, it's 24 pieces. Let's say you want to add another carton to your stock, so you're going to add this and you're going to get 248. Okay, so similarly, in several items we have several kind of combinations which you're going to be seeing once you access the website and once you start buying. Okay, so for now I'm not going to add this to cart, as I already have enough in my cart. In fact, let me just add this so that I can update it to the minimum order value, right? So let me put 48 of these and add to my cart. right? So let's see. Yes, it's gotten to 30,000, and I'm going to go ahead and view my cart. Okay. So from here, you can see all the items which we added to our cart, and we are not getting the minimum order prompt anymore, because guess what? We have reached 30,000 shillings, right? And remember, these items are these prices are inclusive of VAT. So no extra VAT is going to be charged on these items. You can be assured this is going to be the final price you're going to be paying. Okay. So for further queries on our MOQ, by the way, you can always reach out on our communication links, either through social media. We have our phone, we have our number, we have our email address, as well as the WhatsApp icon, which is included right here. Okay. So make sure to keep communicating and keep engaging with us on a frequent basis so that we understand what your requirements and what your feedback is. Now, from here on, I'm going to proceed to my checkout, right? And proceed to pay. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. Okay. So as I proceed to checkout, we're going to be getting your billing and shipping details now. For the billing and shipping details, you're going to be editing it to just once, so that we know where your premises are, where you're located, for efficient shipment to your location. Okay. So these ones are not going to be editable once you're placing an order, but they're going to be the same ones which you posted initially. Okay. So once you have ensured everything is correct over here, in case you have extra notes which you want to specify, you can always include them in this section right here. And we go ahead and place our order. So make sure that before you click the place order button, okay, you're clicking on this button right here. So this ensures that you have read our terms and conditions. In fact, let me just open them so that you can see this. So these are our terms and conditions. I'm not going to go and read over all of them. We don't want to make this a very boring presentation, right? So at your free time, make sure you read through this. We have our returns policy, which is right here. Make sure you go through this very carefully as well to understand at what point you can return and secure a refund from us. Okay, so make sure you go through this. And the returns are also, the refund segment is also indicated in your reseller's agreement. So make sure you go through all those links at your free time. Okay, so personally I've read it. I can assure you I've read it, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this, perform it, and place my order. Great. So once you place your order, okay, you're given an order number, is your order date, the total amount of your order, and the payment method. Now, for now, Digiconi is accepting payments directly via Pesapal. It's an online portal which allows us to handle your transactions in a very efficient way. You can pay via a Visa card, and you can pay via M-Pesa as well. Since we are all, you know, we all have access to M-Pesa, I would suggest we all carry out our transactions through this. Okay, so M-Pesa is available. Oh yes, we do have Visa as well, but this is a much better option. Sure, Safaricom. So click on M-Pesa and ensure you put these details on your M-Pesa screen. Okay, so we are offering the pay bill business number. As well as our business number is right here. Account number, you can just leave it blank. It's okay because we already have your details. So the name, you're going to be receiving it accordingly. So make sure the name is as how you registered it. Okay, so that we receive it. We know that this is a Digiconi customer and we're receiving your order in a very efficient way. Okay, so once you have paid and you have received the confirmation code, you will have to come back to the website. You input the confirmation code. And make sure you input your mobile M-Pesa mobile number right here. So the number which you paid with is going to be appearing here, as well as the confirmation code in this section here. And then click on complete, and you've placed your order. Okay, so this was basically the entire process of placing an order. Very simple. The moment you click on complete, by the way, you're going to receive 2 mails. Okay, so make sure 2 mails are going to be received from your site. One for the PayPal to confirm your payment, and the other one is going to be from Digiconi to confirm that we have received your order and we are processing it. Okay, so make sure you're on the lookout for those two mails once you've placed. In case you don't receive any of those, make sure you reach back out to us and our technical team will get back to you promptly. So this was our live demo. Any questions regarding this demo which I have shown you? Obviously, you can put them in the Q&A section. Any mistakes I might have made, any points you might want to point out, any feedback, kindly drop all those in the Q&A section. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and resume our presentation. So my moderator is now going to be availing to me the questions, which I'll read out and answer you. So I hope that was a very interesting presentation of the live demo. And we can now go ahead into the Q&A session. Okay, so I'm just going to read out the questions. So I have one question here. If we become your reseller, right? One of the participants has asked, if we become your reseller, are we getting any exclusivity in my location or town? So I'm not going to mention the name, obviously, but when you say that, I hope you mean that when you're in a town, there are not going to be any Digiconi resellers. No, there are going to be other resellers in your region, and yes, they can be available to sell. So you're not going to be the only one in your region. So the catch comes in how you're going to market your shop and how you're going to market the items which you're going to be selling. Okay, so make sure you're very keen on those. Okay. I can see we have another question here. So do we have vacancy for customer care? Been following you guys for quite some time, please. So whoever has asked that, can kindly elaborate. Are you looking for a customer care job position, or are you looking to, is it that we have a customer care? Because we do have a valid customer care representatives who are going to be answering your questions promptly. As for the vacancy part, no, we are not. We don't currently have any vacant career positions on our website. So I hope I've answered your question very well. I can see we have another question coming in. Do we have an incentive scheme? Yes, we will be having running promotions on our website, which the communication is going to be passed over to you as a reseller. So keep on the lookout for those as well. Remember, this Digiconi is like consider it to be a community thing. Okay, you are helping us, we are helping you to achieve your goals as well and to set up a very successful business. So communication is key in order to provide quality service to you guys. Okay, so yes, we will be having running promotions and discounts frequently on our website, and which brings out into the point I made, competitive prices. That's all. So make sure you're on the lookout for those. Okay, as I mentioned, somebody has asked again who is going to be, chipping in for the transport. The transport cost is free of charge. We're not going to be charging you any delivery costs to your premises. So wherever you're located, you can be assured that you're going to be receiving your items at no extra cost. Okay, and once the order is received, just keep in mind that we are dispatching all orders from Mombasa. Okay, so if you're living in Nairobi, it's going to take around 2 to 3 days, and 4 to 5 days if you are residing in upcountry, which is far from Nairobi. Okay, so let's say Nakuru, Eldoret, Kisumu, it's going to take approximately 4 to 5 days. But within Nairobi, it's going to take 2 to 3 days. And the reason for that is for us to, package your items well and for you to receive them in a quality and efficient manner. Okay. So kindly keep on bringing in your questions. This is a very good session I can say we're having. So we have a question. BA mugs, can we order in one piece? So it depends on the item as well. If the mug is coming in packing of a set as I displayed on the website. So let me just go over to the website again. Okay. I hope you can see my screen. Now, like I said before, as I mentioned previously, that different items have a different kind of packing. Okay. So let me display that to you right away. So for example, let me just pick the first item itself. Okay, the amino aubergine mug. Okay. Now, if you see here, right, this item is the default quantity of this item comes in 6. This means that this item comes in a piece packing. Okay, so the content which you're going to receive is going to have 6 individual pieces of this mug, right? So that's why we are not seeing any set packing. Now let me open an item which does have a set packing instead. Okay, and I'm going to show you the difference in those two. Okay, so great. So let me select a dinner set. Okay. Sorry, this one is out of stock. That's why we're not seeing any. So let me go back. There's a 38-piece dinner set. Great. As you can see here, the carton has one set of 38 pieces. So for this particular item, you can only buy one set, or you can buy even more. Yes, obviously, but as a minimum order quantity is always going to be one set. Okay. So I hope I answered your question in the sense that yes, even mugs appear in various variations of packings. So just keep checking this section of the website. In case you don't see any detail on this side, that item, it comes in a piece packing. Okay, so we have items coming in sets, we have items coming in pieces as well. Okay, so in case the questions in case we have understood the whole scope of Digiconi and we have understood whatever information I have provided to you today, I guess we can stop the Q&A over here, and I can say we had a very fruitful webinar. Thank you so much for coming to the webinar. We really appreciate the time taken by you to attend this very much eventful and interesting event. I hope any other questions you might be having, we're going to be dropping them down on our contact links, and we will get back soon to you. So thank you so much and have a pleasant week and day ahead. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming to the webinar. We really appreciate the time taken by you to attend this very much eventful and interesting event. I hope any other questions you might be having, we're going to be dropping them down on our contact links, and we will get back soon to you. So thank you so much and have a pleasant week and day ahead. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming to the webinar. We really appreciate the time taken by you to attend this very much eventful and interesting event. I hope any other questions you might be having, we're going to be dropping them down on our contact links, and we will get back soon to you. So thank you so much and have a pleasant week and day ahead. Bye-bye.